What's the difference between a chargeback and a refund? For merchants, this may seem like a silly question, but for consumers, the difference is a little less obvious. In both cases, the consumer gets their money back, but that's really where the similarities end. And it's important that consumers understand the difference between a chargeback and a refund. The easiest way to visualize the difference is to first think about how a transaction happens. Let's say you want to buy a new sweater. You find one you like online. So you add it to your cart and click checkout. Behind the scenes, your billing information is passed to the merchant's CRM and sent through their gateway, which connects to their processor and ultimately to the banks. Finally, it goes to card networks like MasterCard or Visa. The funds are then removed from your account and credited to the merchants. Then bam, you just bought yourself a new sweater. The seller is happy and you're happy. But what if you're not happy? What if you don't like the sweater when it arrives? Maybe it's itchy, or the color is different from what you expected? If you're like most people, you'll contact the merchant to ask for a refund. So the merchant initiates a refund through their CRM, which is processed through their processor and onto their bank. The refund process follows the same basic flow as the initial purchase. There's very little friction and the process is very streamlined. But refunds always aren't easy to receive. Let's say that this store charges a restocking fee, or they aren't too great about answering their phone. Some consumers will ask their bank for a refund instead. This will result in a chargeback, which essentially forces a transaction cycle to function in reverse. This is not how the system was designed to work, so it creates a lot of friction. As a consumer, you may have a similar experience, but filing a chargeback adds a lot of strain to the system. The banks, card schemes, and processors incur additional costs, which are passed on to the merchant in form of fees. So, not only does the merchant lose the revenue from the sale, but they also have to pay fees. Understandably, merchants don't like chargebacks, and they may provide evidence to the bank to reverse their chargeback in their favor. Consumers should really only dispute charges when they have been true victims of fraud. If you're dissatisfied with a purchase, please contact the merchant and do everything possible to seek resolution before contacting your bank.
Want more educational content? Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel.